crucial this is for a conference championship. When they started the season in August, this was the first goal on their team board, and here they are knocking on the door. He said, this is what we've worked for, sweated for all season long. Guys, I know you've got it in you. We can make some noise here to start the first quarter. Let's come out swinging and show them we are the conference champs. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. Gonna run it. It's Scott. He's stopped for no gain. The defense swarming on the first play of the game. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. It's Brown. Delivers quickly to the left side. He makes the grab. Was out of bounds, but a nice chunk of yardage there. He's across the 45. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
Big completion like that early in the game is huge for the quarterback's confidence. Now you feel like you can do that over and over and over again. This play caller needs to start putting the ball in his hands now. You build the momentum through a completion like that. You got to utilize it. Go back to that well. Yeah, there you go. That's a nice completion by this quarterback, and he's able to move the chains here on this series. This quarterback just needs to continue to do this, find the open man, and hit him with the accurate pass.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Got an opening here. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
Well, Chris, finally they get that run game going. I've been asking them to run it better on first down. They finally do, and here, lo and behold, they move the chains. Good job up front. Running back gets loose, and now you got a first down.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Once you're outside of the tackle box, you can live to play another down as a quarterback, and he just throws it away. I like that decision. Didn't feel like there was much open down the field.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught in the backfield. It's Scott. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, North Dakota State. You can't have a better start than that in a championship game. Right out of the gate, Joe, executing beautifully, and they draw first blood with that long drive.
Chris, it's goal number 1 for your offense to go out there, establish a rhythm, but try to get that first score of the game. That's exactly what they're able to do. Here's what I loved about it was the execution. Quarterback played well, offensive line played well, right down the field. What great rhythm they established here on the first drive.
They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain. So 2nd and 6. Looking to throw here. Makes a quick catch. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Great swarming defense, but if you're going to catch that ball behind the line of scrimmage and you've got defenders all over you, you might want to just bat that one down and not take the loss. So a clear mistake from the offense, but again, this defense is just flying around, and they're playing so hard and so well right now.
The sure hands, it's Brown. Physical run earns the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. They continue to feed their reliable wide receiver. Joe, he told us he came to this program to play for a championship. The ball is picked off. The North Dakota State offense takes the field, ready to get the drive going. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Grab behind the line. It's Williams. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Man, my favorite thing about corners is when they're aggressive and they tackle well. This is just an easy hitch on the outside. It's man coverage, and so this corner is on an island. If he doesn't make this tackle, it's going to be a big gain, and he steps up and does it beautifully. This guy is always willing to stick his nose in there for the tackle.
Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
I know it doesn't look like much, but I really like that play. Chris, first of all, you're getting yourself in a more manageable third down situation, and the entire point of this thing is to move the chains. So creating this situation is not bad for the offense.
Can he get there on the ground? He'll be tackled just short of the marker. It's going to set up 4th and inches. And the Rainbow Warriors will take a timeout here, their first. Now left with 2 of them here in the first half. On their own side of the 50, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Past the 40. Bring him down, but not before he converts that 4th down play. He'll be ruled down, but has enough for a first down with plenty to spare.
Man, they're going to love watching this play on film tomorrow as an offense. Everybody's doing their job. Up front, this O-line, they are targeted and they are aggressive. The quarterback, he's getting to the second level and using that athleticism. And then look at these blocks down the field. On the perimeter, we've got wide receivers working hard. That is selfless football and good all the way around.
Pass is incomplete, but a flag is thrown on the play. This one could go either way. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Penalty makes it first down and 20. The back's got it. Past the 30. Picks up the first, looking for more. It's a foot race. They won't catch him. Touchdown, North Dakota State. This back has been so hard to stop all year, and now, Joe, on this big stage, he's showing exactly why he's in the Heisman running.
Chris, it's remarkable. Every defense is out to stop him, and yet he continues to produce, and now into the end zone, headed towards that Heisman, headed to that moment with you on that stage, grabbing that hallowed trophy.
And so it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7.
Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down, and here the defense does a great job on first down of bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and then pass rush can start getting after it. Boy, I really love the rhythm that this offensive line is in. Staying out of third down, being able to run the football here. Nice job by the running back and the offensive line, moving the line of scrimmage and moving the chains. This offense is going to continue to build on this success. Now, after running the football on second, you can start to get to the play-action pass. I really love what they're doing here.
They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
This was one of the things that was really concerning to this defensive staff is that he is so good after the catch and hard to bring down. And you can see right here he's able to secure the ball and then get some yards after the catch, breaking tackles in the process.
Caught behind the line. It's Barfield. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Important second down play coming up. So it's North Dakota State on top right now. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial second quarter beginning right now. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Movement here from the tight end. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's got a crease. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
That's just a really nice job by the running back and the offensive line. They're persistent in the run game, and it pays off for a first down.
And they hand it off to the back. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. The Rainbow Warriors will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down, is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first. Well, Chris, it wasn't technically a pass breakup, but there was nowhere to go if he even caught that. And in fact, I feel like he was even hearing some of the footsteps. You can kind of understand the drop because the defense was all over him.
He keeps it. Can he get there? And the defense comes up with the football.
This is always the most dangerous part of these option plays. You've got to make sure that you execute the pitch. Here, the quarterback is careless with the football. It's on the ground, and the defense recovers. This is a big break for this defense, and now this offense needs to get on the field and capitalize with points.
First play of the drive, they look to the right. Offense in a good spot here on 2nd and 4 after the 6-yard completion. Handoff here from the shotgun. They bring him down to the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Gets the first and still running. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
Well, when you can run the football like this, everything is at your disposal. You can go play action. You can throw it down the field. This offensive line is doing a great job. Huge hole in the back. He's being explosive.
Looking to pass. It's Brown. The pass is caught. Breaking into the clear. Here he goes. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
What an advantage for this offense that they have players that they can dump the ball off to on short completions, and then they can take it yards after the catch and create explosive plays. And here, again, it's about timing, getting the ball out quickly, and then the playmaking ability of these players on the outside.
Second down and goal. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
This group is just not on the same page right now. The timing, something about this offense seems off, and clearly the quarterback is feeling that.
Here we go. Third and goal coming up. Out of the gun now on third down. Caught near the goal line. Solid tackle, able to get him down.
Yeah, Chris, that looks just shy of the marker, the line to gain. If I'm the offense, I'm going to get up there and just quarterback sneak this right away. Don't allow the defense to even get a call in. Move fast, go quickly, use tempo, and sneak this across.
And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Looked like a designed run all the way, and the big guys up front do a great job for the touchdown.
Chris, these type of plays and these schemes are such an advantage for the offense. You're adding that extra player to the run game by having your quarterback carry the football, and it's so difficult to adjust for a defense. And that physicality of that O-line, you're exactly right. They're winning the line of scrimmage, and it's an easy touchdown.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Hawaii offense comes back out on the field now. They moved it well last time, got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
You know, this is such good defense. Even if he catches this, I don't think he's getting much. It's thrown fairly short. Defense is there. Incomplete. Seems kind of nondescript.
Play fake, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
Catch hauled in here over the middle. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a 4th down now.
Chris, that is not what you want on 3rd down. Terrible execution. This offense has got to be better moving forward.
Wait, check this out, Joel. The offense is going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Running out of time in the pocket. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs. Turnover on downs after that defensive stop.
I know this group wanted to be aggressive today, but this is more in the reckless category. It's on your own side of the 50. It's the first half. They had no success here leading into this 4th down. It's 4th and forever. And now the opposition has great field position. You're setting them up for success because of this reckless call on 4th down. Really good play call here offensively. They're going to go with this read option. So they're going to read the in-man on the line of scrimmage. And as he crashes down towards the back, the quarterback just keeps it. What I love about it is his athleticism on the outside. You can see that he's got some skill and some speed, and he's able to pick up a really nice game here.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. To the air. It's Brown. Looking for 6. And the pass is knocked away in the end zone. A touchdown saving play.
Boy, this defense is very good. I've been impressed, Chris, in particular on film, how many times they knock the football away. These defenders are just always in phase, make it very difficult on any offense to complete the ball.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
As the field condenses in the red zone, it becomes so difficult to run the football, and I think it becomes even more difficult to do it out of the shotgun. Because remember, you need space. You need to put the defense in conflict.
Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. Pass midfield. Now the 40. Inside the 20. The 10. Touchdown, Hawaii. And the defense joins the scoring party now.
Holy cow, this feels like at least a 10-point swing in this game. They're in field goal range. They're driving down here. And before halftime, the defense gets a score. That is a massive play in this game and one we definitely will remember.
Point after is good. They're down 14 now, 21-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on 1st down. This offense continues to just gain yards on 1st down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
And he will make the 1st down, tackled at the 26. And now a timeout call by the offense. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime.
These are those little body punches in a heavyweight fight. You get a 1st down with the run game. The defense starts getting frustrated. Watch those safeties. If they start creeping up near the line of scrimmage, now you've got them as an offensive play caller. You can get to the play-action pass and take a shot over the top. Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
That incomplete completion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 26. Play action fake, looking to throw. On the move now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
When you talk with quarterbacks, and in particular quarterback coaches, coordinators, play callers, they'll tell you that the mark of a great player at this position is a guy that can pick up 2 to 4 first downs with his legs. Sometimes it's not always going to be a quarterback run designed by the play, but the ability to improvise, get on the outside, and move those chains. What a beautiful job.
5-yard pickup on first down sets him up at 2nd and 5. A lot of play calling options here. And the quarterback keeps it here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Dropping back. It's Brown. Oh, the pocket collapsing. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Catch is made way down inside the 30. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal. The Miners going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Hawaii offense back out there. The running game's really been held in check so far. Let's see if they can get it going or if they choose to pass and try to cut into this lead. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier, and a great tackle in the backfield.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, we've seen it all day long. This defense is right time, right place, and again, they hold them. It has been a frustrating day for this offense.
Looking deep downfield to the left. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
What a huge play by the defensive back. Looks like it's going to be a first down, and he's able to dislodge that ball, create the incompletion. Now it's 4th down. Again, timing. You got to show up.
It's a fake. Looking to throw. Oh, and the fake fools no one. He's stopped way short of the first down. The gamble backfires.
This is the risky part of faking these punts is that you're going to present great field position to the opposing offense. Now, if I'm that group, I get aggressive here. Chris, look for the next couple of plays. This offense to go down the field and really try to take a swing.
Touchdown, North Dakota State. This offense really clicking.
Just been a dominant day from this group, and now a big lead here in the second half. It's so difficult to stop this offense. Their defense has played well, and that's led to this huge lead.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Rainbows offense back on the field now. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. And the Rainbow Warriors looking to run some tempo here. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. That's a bullet, but it's incomplete.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They can complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Delivers quickly to the left side, and that one's picked off. What a play. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
He's just been off all day, Chris, and he hasn't been able to recover from these mistakes and these early turnovers, and now multiple turnovers on the day. Again, I've always said, true mark of a quarterback, how do you respond to mistakes? And today, he just has not responded well.
They make the tackle, but this running back just continues to churn out the yards. What a game. Second down after that run on the previous play. QB decides to keep it here. Has the first down and more. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone. That's another really solid gain, and still no answer with his quarterback's running ability, Joel.
Chris, they better find that answer and that adjustment. I would suggest running some form of cover 4. Get those safeties down and in the run box so that you've got more hats to commit to stopping this quarterback.
Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. They continue to lean on the running back. He's had a solid game, and when you're ahead on the scoreboard, Joel, you love to be able to just turn and hand the ball off to a guy like this.
Well, Chris, this is certainly their DNA as a program.
Touchdown, North Dakota State. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Chris, I always talk about it. Timing and accuracy from the quarterback create these yards after the catch. And here he's able to put the ball on time and on target. And it affords the wide receiver the ability to run after the catch into the end zone. That is beautiful football, offensive football 101.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Hawaii offense comes back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And the single back takes the handoff. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
That is way too easy. This defense has got to adjust on first down. You've got to get up there and stop the run. If you can just hand the football off on first down and get first downs, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Well, these run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you, they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage second and third down opportunities.
Again, makes it second and medium. Looking for a gap. It's Barfield. He's past the marker and still going. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
These are the type of run plays that can build into future success. I know it doesn't look like much, right? It's second down, you move the chains, that's all great. But that's the exact type of run that you can play off of later in the game, get to play action pass, and get those safeties down near the line of scrimmage.
On first down, it's play action. Looking to make a big play downfield. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Well, this defense knew that they were going to have to defend these shots down the field. They told us that this offense likes to be aggressive, and they had to be aware. They do a nice job here creating incompletion on a shot down the field.
A crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2.
Yeah, Chris, I like this play right here because after a 2nd and 10, what you want is just a manageable 3rd down. I've always thought, like, hey, get half of this back, create a 3rd down that's more manageable for the play caller and for the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done here.
Running play called on 3rd and short. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Still down by double digits in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Throwing off play action. And looking for a big play here. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs. Defense makes the stop. That'll be a turnover on downs. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. They call the draw play here. He's got space. He goes out of bounds, moves the ball across midfield.
This defense is going to have to answer for what's going on with this offensive line in this run game. You cannot sit there and give up 5 and 6 yards on these run plays. You're going to have to commit more resources. Expect the safety to get up near the line of scrimmage.
They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25. That's just another big run by this back. The offensive line, Joel, doing a great job and perhaps killing the will of this defense right now.
Chris, that's exactly right. They're doing whatever they want to do. This offense is in full rhythm. There.
Breaks into the clear. They finally stop him at the 8. It'll be first and goal. So it's North Dakota State on top right now. This has been a beatdown, and the stats at the end of 3 reflect that. 1 quarter to play in what has been a beatdown so far. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. We're trying to run it with the option. Pitch play to the back. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here. Chris, as an offense, this is a tough position to be in on the field. You don't have a lot of space because of the back of the end zone. I like crossing routes in this situation. Get your tight ends, your backs, your slot receivers moving across the field on this 3rd down.
Pass broken up there. Nice play by the linebacker. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. He got it. The field goal's good. And they add to their lead.
Well, that's a confidence boost for this team. It's a good quality drive, and you ended in points. I know they would have rather been in the end zone, but again, getting points on the board in this situation, that's solid for them.
And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Hawaii offense back out there. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
It looks to me like this quarterback is really struggling seeing the defense. This is just zone defense, and you can tell he's not very comfortable, and he's sitting in the pocket. He doesn't understand where his eyes should start and where he should go with the football, and because of that, the indecision leads to a sack. He really needs to start locating the safety right at the snap to understand the coverage that he sees.
The Rainbow Warriors hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down. No huddle now for the offense. They lean on the running back to get the 1st down. He's had a solid game. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, down big, you've got to be aggressive down the field, and he continues to do that, and I understand that. But, man, this defense has been very good, and I got to tell you, I just don't sense that they're going to all of a sudden fall apart with the big lead.
Looking for a deep completion. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. He could go. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
What a frustrating day for this offense. They have just not been able to get anything going all day long. This defense has been too fast, too sound. They have been all over the field, and here, icing on the cake, they're able to get the turnover late on a day in which they played fantastic football.
Gain makes it 2nd and medium. Chewing clock with the running game. They They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Keeping the defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. And no room to run again. Strong run defense here.
Chris, I would go for this. Every program uses analytics, and most analytics would tell you in this down and distance, you would go for it in this field position.
Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. Now the tackle made, but it's enough for a first down.
Chris, I love the effort here by the running back. It's fourth and short, and he's able to just lay out and dive for the first down. Sometimes you just got to want it more than the other guy.
After a clutch conversion on fourth down, let's see if they keep feeding the running back here. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, this seems like a case of too little too late for this defense today, but you start to build on these successes. And remember, the eye in the sky don't lie. And Chris, they're going to go back to this film, and they'll be able to fix things and look at the effort and look at the schematics. And a play like this, maybe it spurs them on to something for next week and beyond. This group has been so impressive all day long, built this big lead, and now they're just running out the string. And I got to tell you, the mark of a great team is a team that can run the football when the opposition knows that they want to run the football. That's exactly what they're doing here.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Trying to find some room. It's Mitchell. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, sometimes as a head coach, you make a decision, and most of the time it's based on the scoreboard. But this one's just based on your standing within the coaching ranks. You want to make some enemies? Go for it right here.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. holidays and welcome to the Heisman Trophy ceremony presented by EA Sports. I'm Chris Fowler inside the Tiburon Theater. We're so proud every year to be able to bring you Heisman Trophy night. The most impactful handoff of the season is just moments away now. And one of these guys will become the 91st Heisman Trophy winner. The 4 finalists, as chosen by the Heisman balloters, a somewhat surprising group if we're being honest. At the beginning of the season, you might not have thought these would be your 4 finalists, but each of these guys has earned their way here, not by focusing on the Heisman, but by focusing on their team and doing what it takes to win football games. A reminder of how good each of their 4 seasons were. And these guys, talk about their poise, their composure. They've been that way on the field, but when you get to Heisman Trophy night and you get them together and the trophy is in the room, everybody admits these are very nervous moments. Only one of them will have their name read. Only one of them will join this exclusive fraternity. And one more look at this year's Heisman finalists. One of these guys is about to experience a life-changing moment. Okay, we've kept them waiting long enough. All of us want to know who is going to win the trophy for this season. And the winner of the 2026 Heisman Trophy is sophomore quarterback out of Toledo,
Florida State's head coach told me before the game he wants to have a very smart game plan for his running back today. He understands he's got the Heisman Trophy winner on the field in a bowl game. But they've had a lot of conversations, and his running back said, I want to play. I want to be here with my teammates and put this uniform on one last time. We'll see if they're able to get off to a quick momentum, see if they're able to pull him early, but I know he wants to be on the field with his teammates in this moment. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Making side adjustments here. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Stepping to the right. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Defensive coordinators draw up all these blitzes, and then you got a guy like that, and he just can roll, and he can get out of things. He's a magician, just pops out of things, makes plays. He got outside the pocket, incomplete pass, but you know what? I was still holding my breath the whole time.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Tulane right back to the line. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Coaches look at this stat every single...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab in their space. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Running inside. It's McClure. Could be an alley. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Trying to find the end zone, and they will score. Touchdown, Tulane.
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on fourth down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unleashes one. Finds his man. It's Collins. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it first and 10 outside the 40. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Right back to the well. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Here's a little room there. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And they tacked on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback keeps it. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
All right, offense, it's got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone.
Coming into this game, this offense really believed they had a mismatch problem because of this tight end speed and athleticism. And you saw it right there, David. Nobody able to hang with this guy on that touchdown catch.
And either way you cover him. If you want to put a linebacker on him, he's got a speed advantage. A safety on him, he's got a size advantage. QB takes advantage of the mismatch, knows where his big fella's going to be, and capitalizes on it.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Quarterback will keep it. And on 2nd down for this offense. On the run, it's McClure. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He slings it deep to the left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gets it to the back. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about
There's a crease. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the 1st quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. This time he wants to throw. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. He's got the tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. And the quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Williams open on the right side. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Not just so you get to make a big play on defense, but it's also a TFL, tackle for loss. Doesn't get better than that.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Brown will throw it. Gonna take a shot. Got it in stride at the 15. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
Big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also...
There's some room. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Tulane using that big run to generate momentum. Off play action on first down. Oh, they're after him. Finds his big tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a gap. It's McClure. Showing off the arms. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
And this offense is clicking. Everything's moving. And the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's McClure. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And we've already seen it with this offense, man. They do a good job. They're going to use him as a receiving threat. Let him match up on linebackers. He can win those matchups. He can make big plays. Now they just do it a different way.
Caught, and he's got room. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Scott. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
People talk about physical tackles all the time. That's how you deliver the boom. Lower your pads, run your feet, take that guy from him going forward to flat backwards on his back.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Under fire. That's incomplete. Tried to set up the screen, and he dropped the pass.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. A designed run for the quarterback. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Reads it, fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He's got it on the right. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. The offense changing the play. Out of the shotgun on third down. Got it! Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
1 more snap coming before halftime. Using his legs, it's Scott. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Shows him the stiff arm. Got enough for the first. Delivers another punch. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
And, man, this offense, man, is so nice to have a guy that you can hand the football to, and he can take off and make big plays down the field. He can break tackles. He can outrun you. He shows you a little bit of everything. This defense, they better dial in on him because he's going to get the football, and he can make big plays.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. That's caught by Williams. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to the ground with the running back. Maybe some room. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen, and you saw it right there.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's McClure. Crosses the 40. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him.
Lets it fly. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football.
There he goes. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, North Dakota State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The green wave offense makes its way onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Hands it off. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
He's going to run it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. With the draw, it's McClure. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's McClure. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Wide receiver going in motion. Run in the red zone, it's Daniels. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. He'll take it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Green Wave. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. with this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the move. Turning it on. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really good. So he's a weapon that they will use throughout the football game.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Brown wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, North Dakota State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Tulane right back to the line.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Got out of trouble and throws. Punts it out of the air. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They're dealing with a second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McClure. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone. Running the red zone. It's McClure. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is, they came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a crease. It's McClure. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, going to the air. Lets it fly. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. At the 35, he's loose. Wide open spaces. The 20. He's at the touchdown, North Dakota State. And they take it in for 6 more points. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. With that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They get to him as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's taking a deep shot. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass. But up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. And they did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
It has been quite a season. Thanks for going on the ride with us on EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. We'll see you next season.